Hey, this is Sean with the Non-Essentials, and this is my review of the remake of Robocop. So I'm a huge fan of the original Paul Verhoeven Robocop, so when I heard they were doing a remake, I was not terribly excited. There's not really much that you can do with Verhoeven that doesn't even feel like just completely copying him, or do you just lose the whole tone and feel of the original? So I've been skeptical of this movie all along. I loved the people that they cast. But all along the way, it just felt like we're getting a watered down, tamed version of Robocop for the sole purpose of making some quick, easy money. So as I watched the movie, what did I think? So on the good side, this has an excellent cast. I really loved everyone that they put in this movie. I don't know anybody that I change out. Just the actors were great. It was great to see Michael Keaton in a role playing kind of the sleazy corporate businessman. Joel Kinnaman from The Killing, excellent in it. I really liked him. And everyone else, Gary Oldman, of course, Samuel L. Jackson, of course, just all very good at what they do, very enjoyable to watch on screen. The end of the movie, the last third of the movie, I felt it really kind of picked up some steam, and you felt kind of the tension building and like it was really moving towards something, and I really liked that. So, and then likewise, I felt like they really did discover the modern day satire. That the original one had a satire to it. This one touches into the same type of thing. And I think they discovered the issues of drone warfare and corporate versions of things and variety and marketing and test groups. I felt like they touched on a real thing. So on the negative, while I think they touched on the right spot, it did not have that dark, satirical, cynical view that the original had. It didn't have the tone, it didn't have the feel, and that was so pivotal and core to what the original was. I mean, it was an ultra-violent, satirical sci-fi action movie. What we get is a sci-fi action movie with some slight undertones of satire. We don't really have what we had with the original. Beyond that, because they try and water things down, they had to kind of back it down. It doesn't, you don't feel like you get the culture in the movie. Like in the original, you spend so much time with him on the streets, watching TV show, seeing people watch TV shows, that you get the idea of this really gross culture that dehumanizes people, and you don't really get that in this. You get the evil corporate people, but you don't really get that the culture's degraded. Once again, also, just the tone of the original is lost, and that, like I said, just the extreme violence of the original tied to this idea that it was just so dehumanized. And one of the opening scenes in the original, a guy's like gunned down in front of people, and people are really shocked and upset because they're going to lose money, not because they just watched something horrific happen. And that's lost in this new one. So that was very, very kind of disappointing, but it wasn't surprising. And then beyond that, the first really 2/3 of the movie just kind of felt dragged out, like, all right, where's this going? Who's the main villain? How's the story going to play out? And then it wasn't until that, like I said, that final third where it really felt like things got going and the ball got rolling, and it really started to catch the ground and get some momentum. So all in all, I was really pretty disappointed by it. I mean, I didn't expect a lot, but it kind of landed exactly where I thought it would. And what was strange is that because the last third ended up being pretty good, and I really liked that, it kind of makes me go, man, there was a movie here that maybe they could have discovered a way to make a very honoring new remake of the original, and instead what we got was a watered-down sci-fi action movie that was almost close to, hinted at, a much better film than it could have been. All in all, I think I'm probably going to give it about a 6 out of 10. It ends strong, but it begins really weak, and it really misses the tone of the original and doesn't find a tone of its own to stand on. So it's just kind of an okay sci-fi action movie with a little bit of spice to it. So that's my review. Thanks for watching. Hope you check out more reviews.